You're listening to the Cyberwire Network, powered by N2K.
Imagine a world where you're always one step ahead of cyber threats, where your defenses are impenetrable because you see what others don't. Welcome to Team Cymru's Threat Intelligence Solutions. With real-time access to the world's largest threat intelligence data ocean, they enable you to turn the tables on attackers. Transform your security from reactive to proactive through accelerated threat hunting and incident response, made possible through automation. Empower your team with visibility and insights to start defending your organization like never before. Team Cymru. Be the hunter, not the hunted. Learn more at team-cymru.com/cyberwire. That's team-cymru.com/cyberwire.
My name is Marcelle Lee, and I'm a senior security researcher at Secureworks. I wanted to do a lot of different things in my life and have done quite a few of them. I had 1 year of double E in college, and that definitely wasn't for me. So at the time, I had never even considered a career in computers because it just wasn't something that I grew up with at all and didn't have any concept, of what a career in that field would look like. So yeah, but here I am now. I had a relative pass away, and I was in charge of managing their estate. And it was a bit complicated because there was a household to, empty and a house to sell and so on and so forth. But because I was getting some money from that, I was able to basically quit my full-time gig, which was managing capital projects for a municipality. And focus on taking care of the estate, and then getting into the cyber thing because I had a little bit of funds and flexibility. The other thing that helped was I actually was part of a grant program, and I think it was through the county that I live in, but it was federally funded, and this was just one of these things to get workers reskilled in cybersecurity. So with that program, basically it paid for classes at my local community college, which it has an excellent cyber program, and also paid for certifications. So the idea is that you would take a class, sit for a cert, take a class, sit for a cert. So those two things are really what made it possible for me to just kind of throw caution to the wind and leap into this with both feet. There's so many different roles in cybersecurity. So, everybody thinks to be in cyber is to be a pen tester or something, right? But there's many, many different paths that people can take. I always recommend, trying to find your specialty, your one thing that you're really good at, and focus on that. And it doesn't mean you can't build other skills along the way, but to have something that you're really good at is confidence boosting for sure. And it gives you, sort of a starting point. I love the part where I feel like a detective, basically. So trying to get to the bottom of maybe a cyber campaign, or trying to understand motivations of a threat actor, or whatever. It's just a lot of uncovering of stones. And in my role as a security researcher, it's the perfect job for me because I get to work on, as I always say, whatever shiny cyber thing catches my eye, as long as it's impactful potentially to our clients. And then my other role at Secureworks is the emerging threats lead. So that also suits me very nicely because I do like to try to keep my finger on the pulse of anything sort of new and interesting that's coming down the pike. So I look at cyber crime, I look at different countries and their cyber activity, outside of the primary ones that we already have, people, we have a Russian person and a North Korean person, and so on and so forth. But I get like what we call the rest of the world. I'm certainly of the generation of women that were not encouraged to do anything particularly technical. And I didn't know anybody who did anything particularly technical. I think I had like one friend who was maybe a civil engineer or something like that, but nobody else worked in any kind of role like that. So it really took a long time to realize that I can be a technical person and I'm actually pretty good at it. And to me, there's nothing like more exciting than getting somebody to be passionate about cybersecurity as an industry, or just to get excited about a topic. You see like light bulbs going off when people like suddenly get how something works, and to me that's super rewarding. This is a tough industry, right? And we need more people always to help solve all the hard problems there are, help defend, help do all the things in cyber. And we just don't have enough people. We don't have enough bodies. So from that end, we just need more people, period. But I also particularly like to encourage, diversity in hiring and encourage like women and really anybody who is interested in the field and has, comes from a diverse background to get into it, because also it's a great way to like stimulate your mind and just keep growing as a person, because it's so, not static. You have to continue to grow and learn. And I think that's awesome for people to be able to do.
You don't need luck when you have the right tools to help you prepare for your next IT or cyber credential. At N2K, we've helped over 500,000 practitioners level up their careers with Cert Prep training. And now you can score 25% off our best-selling practice tests, such as Security Plus, CISSP, CCNA, PMP, and more. Visit n2k.com/certify and use promo code NETWORK, that's NETWORK, at checkout to save 25% on your purchase. Offer ends March 27th. Happy learning.
Hey everybody, I want to take a few minutes here and talk about our sponsor, Splunk. You need to keep operations humming around the clock, but potential disruptions are everywhere. Splunk helps you predict problems and find and fix issues fast, so you can reduce risk and ditch downtime. The world's largest enterprises rely on Splunk's unified security and observability platform to become more efficient, resilient, and innovative. With Splunk, you can react quickly, evolve faster, and be ready for anything. Stay ahead of disruptions. Learn more at splunk.com/resilience.